Hey, Vinny Lopes here from Off the Block, and what a night it was in college men's volleyball as the MIVA Tournament quarterfinals got underway. And there were a couple of results that I think everyone expected, but a couple big surprises, and none bigger than Lindenwood going into Fort Wayne, Indiana, and pulling off the upset in 5 games against IPFW. But before we get breaking down that game, first and foremost, what a great career it was for IPFW coach Arnie Ball. You know, you just look at his resume. The coach who's now retiring had more than 500 plus victories in a career. He led the Mastodons to multiple NCAA tournament appearances. You know, I was a reporter up in Fort Wayne, Indiana for 2 years. I had a great opportunity to cover Coach Ball's teams. He's not only a great coach, but more importantly, one of the greatest, nicest, most genuine coaches I had an opportunity to work with and interview. He's true ambassador of the sport. Without a doubt, is going to be missed. I want to congratulate him on his great season, and what a match for him to go out. I know he would want the results to go differently and gotten the win, but you got to tip your cap to Lindenwood and what they were able to do tonight. Down in that 5th game, and then Jake Duckworth, their veteran on that team, goes back to the service line, rips off back-to-back aces, and then after those aces, puts some good serves in play that IPFW had to run out of system on. Weren't able to get the points. Lindenwood was able to take advantage, and because of that, Lindenwood got their first postseason victory since joining the MIVA in 2013. So Lindenwood's moving on. A couple other teams that joined them as well moving on were Ohio State that beat Ball State in three games, and then Loyola that was able to take care of business against Quincy. So let's break down a couple of these matches. I think everyone kind of saw coming. I think everyone saw Ohio State being able to beat Ball State. They were able to do it in the regular season in April. They took care of business tonight. I'm really impressed with their pin hitters, with the way Cesarian's playing, with the way Johnson's playing. And then you have Henchy. All 3 of those are clicking, and their service game is really tough. They're going to be a handful for Loyola when they meet in the semifinals. I know Loyola was able to beat them last weekend. However, don't expect for that match to be a cakewalk. I really think that the Buckeyes are going to come into Chicago and make some noise and really push the Ramblers. So that was one of the quarterfinal matches. Now, talking about Loyola's match, they were able to take care of business against Quincy Gain this week. A lot of people are just going to shrug their shoulders, say no big deal. However, for bracketology purposes, this was big that Loyola was able to get the victory, get another win, and now you start kind of doing the math. I really can't see a mathematical situation where even if Loyola was to lose to Ohio State, that they would not get an at-large bid. So you kind of look at the situation. It's going to be interesting to see what's moving forward. But right now, I think that of the teams that if they were to lose in the conference tournament, who's kind of safe, who's going to get that at large, number 1 is Loyola, and number 1 is Lewis, and number 2 is Loyola. So Loyola took care of business, put themselves in great situation to return the NCAA tournament. So that's kind of the breakdown of all of tonight's action, as we kind of had a light little appetizer of quarterfinal matches, and now the big feast of quarterfinal matches happens Saturday as the MIVA tournament continues, and then the MPSF tournament gets underway. And for all your men's volleyball coverage, you're going to want to stay here at offtheblogblog.com.